Well, I could sing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I tested this before I left, and I had sound coming through Zoom.
We
Yeah,
heard
we
it
did.
earlier. We did hear it earlier.
I know, we heard it for a second, and then all of a sudden, I'm looking to see if there's something I can do.
Well,
Can you
I'll
sing?
sing along.
All right.
Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. I'll be cantoring on the 20th, I think. The cantor asked me to step in.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, this is crazy. We heard them before.
Yes,
Why?
we did. I wonder if we're hearing them through Figa's phone, though.
Well, his phone, he's not actually on Zoom right now, so I don't think that's
Right.
it. I mean, he's not showing up in the participant list.
Sara, when you can
No.
lean over.
No, he's fine. He can
It
hear
was
us.
clear too before.
Yeah,
It was.
clear. And then we had a little bloop, and then it went away.
Yeah.
Did he shut off his mic by mistake?
Oh,
Maybe it's the
I don't know.
earbud.
I can't actually signal him without him being on Zoom. Who's there? Norma's there,
He's
right?
taking to shut off his mic.
Let me see if I can.
Aaron is
Yeah.
there. Do you want me to try to reach him and tell him?
I can text him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. You know what? I don't have a number for him. I just have email, I think.
Let me see if I have a number for him. If not, I can reach him through Facebook, but I don't know if that'll check it.
I think I have Norma's number.
Norma's there, right?
Yes, Norma's there.
Yeah.
She'll look.
I'm texting her.
I think he just shut off his mic.
But both of them would have to have their mics off because they both sing.
I know, it's weird.
Well, we could do Shalom Aleichem, or we could jump.
Yes.
Okay.
Who are you
Thank you,
talking
I'm
Lovin.
talking to Charles. He's trying to control. She's like, what's the voice going on?
Hi, Charles.
Hello. Oh my goodness. Well, at least we're having a good laugh.
All right. Well, I'm on page 5. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlochim, HaKadosh Baruch. Borchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech malchei amlochi, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malchei amlochi, HaKadosh Baruch. My cat's singing now.
It's not time for dinner.
Should we continue?
We can run our own service.
I've done that virtually. During the pandemic, I used to lead it, remember?
I just checked and there's no sound in the live stream either, so which makes sense. Yeah, it's a strange one, Mr. Grinch.
Okay, because we definitely had it.
Yeah.
Okay, page 11. Lechu neranena, lechu
can't put it
neranena,
under there, it's
lechu
under a bench.
neranena,
Put it on the stove, can
ladonai.
you reach it?
Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena,
Or over here.
ladonai. Naria, Naria, Yitzur Yishenu, Nikad Mafet Naptoda. Nadia, Nadia, Letsur Yishenu, Nikama Vanapatoda, Lechuneranena, 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 Ladonai, Lechuneranena, 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 Ladonai. Abayim shana akuk bedor, vayomar am tolevav yachim, vachem lo yadu deraki, derakai. Asher, and I'm losing the melody because I haven't practiced it. Asher nishbati vapi, im yaron el mitunahi, and I've lost the melody. Did we go to page 13? Shiru ladonai shir chadash, shiru ladonai koharetz, shiru ladonai baruch shemo, barsu meyom liom yeshuato, sofru ga'im kibodo, b'kol ha'amim nifleotav. Ki gadol Adonai, umehelo meod, norahu, al kol Elohim. Ki kol Adonai, umehelo meod. Whoops, I lost my place.
Doesn't he need the book too?
He's got it up there.
Okay.
We'll just kind of keep reading here.
We don't have the vaguest notion what they're.
No, we have no idea what they're doing. We're doing our own thing.
Okay.
With Ken over there. I'm on page 14. The heavens shall be glad and the earth rejoice, the sea and its fullness roar. The meadows and all that grows in them exult. Even the trees of the forest shall sing praise as Adonai comes to judge the earth, judging the lands with righteousness and the people with divine truth. I think we go to 16. They're not standing yet, so they're not at 21. So nope, not 16.
No, that's not even familiar. You marked it.
I do have it marked. Okay, 17. Mizmor shiru ladonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa Hoshia lo yemino uzaroa kodsho dia Adonai Yeshuato liene hagoyim gilat tzidako Zachar chasto be'emunato lived Yisrael ra'u kol ha'aretz et Yeshuat Eloheinu hariu ladonai kol ha'aretz pitu va'arenu v'zameru damru ladonai b'kino Bekinar bekol zamara, bachad sobratuk sofar, hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai, yiram hayam umelo, Hevel v'yosheva Nariad Yimhalucha Yachad Charim Yareinu Lifnei Adonai Kiva Lishpato Haaretz Yishpot Tevel Betzedek Beyamim Be'em Yisharim. And they're standing, so I'm guessing we're going to page 21. And I'll be honest, this is one melody I'm not so good at. So
Which one is it?
this is the one. So how about we do the English?
Okay.
Adonai acclaim, children of the divine, acclaim Adonai with honor and strength. Acclaim Adonai with the honor to God's name. Bow before Adonai in the splendor of sanctuary.
The voice
Yep.
of Adonai over waters, God glorious thunders, Adonai
Like
over
over
great
the great
sea.
sea.
The voice of Adonai with all its power, the voice of Adonai with all its majesty, the voice of Adonai shadows the cedars.
Adonai shatters the cedars of Lebanon, making the trees dance like calves, the mountains of Lebanon and Syrian, the wild bulls.
The voice of Adonai forms flames of fire. The voice of Adonai convulses the wilderness.
Adonai convulses the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Adonai makes hinds calf and strips forests bare, and in God's sanctuary all acknowledge the glory of God.
Adonai was enthroned above the flood waters. Enthroned, Adonai is eternally sovereign. Adonai will grant strength to God's people. Adonai will bless them with peace. And we can sit down for the Chadodi. And if anybody knows prayers we're not allowed to do because we are not a minion, I know we can't do Kaddish. But I don't know about.
Or you can't count it as together with them. We can't add them up. And we don't know who's there.
Exactly. I know. I'm pretty sure I heard Norma and
Yeah.
Aaron, but we're not like with them. We're
fine.
So I know we can't do Kaddish, but I don't know if there's any other prayers you can't do without a minion.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but you're doing great.
Okay, here we go. We're going to do page 23. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor bizachor bidibor echad, Hishmianu el hamyuchad, Adonai echad ushemo echad, Lishenu tiferet velitila. Lecha dodi lekrat kala. I can't find the pitch. Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi lina Shabbat. Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lekrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Ki mikor abaracha, mirosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh v'mashavati la. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi lekrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi
Adonai Adu Shemo Echad L'Shem U'Letiferet V'Liteilah Lecha Dodi Likrat
Kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela
Likrat
Shabbat lechu v'nelcha Ki mikor habracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh b'shabbat elila
Lecha
Dodi likrat kala Pnei Shabbat nikabela Minan melech melucha דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הנה הרים מעפר ומרבשי בידי, תפארתך מהיד, בן ישי בית הלחמי, קרבה אל נפשי יעלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. הידוררי כבעורי, קומי אורי אורי אורי, שיר דברי כבוד אדוני, עלי נגלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקמי, מה תשוחקי ומדמי ביחסו. אני עמי ונבנתה יראתי לה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Let us go directly to the last stanza on page 25 as we rise to greet the bride Shabbat. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tzola, toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, lecha dodi לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Please remain standing. We turn to page 39a, face east for the Baruch.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
Please be seated and let us turn to a responsive reading on the left-hand side of page 39a. Beloved are you, eternal God, by whose design the evening falls, by whose command dimensions open up and eons pass away and stars spin in their orbits. In rising sun and in spreading dust, creator of all, you are made manifest.
Eternal, everlasting God, may we always be aware of your dominion.
Beloved are you, Adonai, for this hour of nightfall.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, כאביב ערבים. Page 40. אהבת עולם, בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, חוקים ומשפטים אותן. נערת על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו וקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, והם נגי יומם ולילה. ויראתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני,
שמו
אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפו בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Impress these words of mine upon your heart and upon your soul. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and as a symbol above your eyes. Teach them to your children by speaking of them when you sit in your home, when you walk on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your home and on your gates. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We turn to page 43b responsively on the left-hand side. You proclaimed the covenant on the seventh day. We declared it and decreed it. We listened and you loved this day. We inherited delighting in its remembrance.
And began its command with the word, remember Zachor.
From the time you bestowed it, joy filled the hearts of Yeshurun, the people you redeemed.
Saving the cause of righteousness.
You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed. On the seventh day you rested.
And on this day, Israel, you people rest.
To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise.
We sing a lovely song on page 44 to this tune. Ay bye bye bim bim bam, ya bye bye bim bam. Mihi chamocha bailim Adonai. Mihi kamocha nedar bakodesh. Nurati lo tosef ele. Nurati lo tosef ele. Malchutecha rahu vanecha. Pokei hayam lifnei Moshe. Sheli zeli anu ve'amru. Adonai yimlok leolam va'ed. V'nemar ki fada Adonai el Yaakov ugalo miad chazak mimenu. Baruch ata Adonai Ga Yisrael. Ashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom V'yamideinu Malkeinu leChaim. V'ros aleinu. U'shmor tzeitzenu uvoinu lechaim u'shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom v'yamideinu malkeinu lechaim. Uveros aleinu sukat shalomecha. Baruch ata Adonai haporei sukat. Shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
Please rise.
V'shameru b'nei Yisrael et השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפל. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמה דברה קירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. ועגלה בעגלה, ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם מעמיה יתברך, וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לילה, מן כל ברכתה ושירתה דושבעתה ונחמתה, תדהמירם ביעלמה ויאמרו אמן.
Our silent Amidah begins on page 47 and we continue through to page 52. אתה קידשת את מה שיש לך, תכין מעשה שבא ואהבתו כל מיני. סרננים הם חי ישראל תפארתם ושבת עבודה לבאתה חדש ישראל.
סייב מחלתנו, קדשנו מצוותיך ותחלקנו בתורתך, ושבענו מטובך ושמחנו בשבתך. Shalom, Osei Shalom, Shalom Limrumav, Uyasei Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Amen.
Please rise, we turn to Kiddush, page 55.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'yava v'ratzon hinchilanu Zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Chaim, please be seated. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. It's good to see everyone. So as you know, my family just came back from our time away, and we were mainly in France. And really we were in the place where I grew up, a small little village in the Pyrenees, and we did week-long trips a few times over the summer. But what was maybe one of the most wonderful parts and heartening moments and unexpected for me was to see my children go through some of the same experiences that I went through when I was a child, which I don't get to have that often. They ate breakfast at the same breakfast table I used to eat breakfast. They were eating the same foods. They were going around having similar experiences to I did, and running around the forest, being greeted by my parents in the morning. And they even still had some of the toys I had when I was little, and I was showing them the toys, how to play with them. So, small pleasures when you live far away from where you grow up. But I think it's also more than that, because there are moments that really nourish our souls, and really it's about memory, but it's even more than memory. It's when suddenly you get transcended out of your little self, and by sharing yourself with other people you love, that makes you feel even more connected to who you feel you really are. It makes you feel more centered in your own self. And we all seek out these moments with our children and grandchildren and cousins and uncles and aunts, all the people in our lives, our friends. And this is also a big part of what Torah wants us to do. And we're in the part of the Torah that's very grand. It's about justice and against idolatry and about going to war, about many big, important things. And it wants us to do all these things, to bring compassion into every little act we do, to root out idolatry from our own selves and from the world around us, to take out the suffering. But also doesn't want us to forget the reason what we're doing, And in the same section of the Torah, it was last week and this week too, it says, when you go out to war, what do you do when you go out to war? And there are all kinds of laws, but some of them say, well, if you're been drafted into the army in ancient times and you're still building your house, you should finish your house. You don't have to go to war. And if you just got married, you should spend time with your spouse. You don't have to come to war. And if you just planted a vineyard, even that, enjoy your vineyard for a little bit and then come and join. And it's not saying that they want people to avoid their service, but it's a way of saying that part of the purpose of life is to make these connections together, the pleasures of generations coming together, of dancing together, of expanding that feeling of being part of something greater, family, community, peoplehood, humanity, and take away a little bit of that loneliness of being that's such a part of life, and being a little bit of the peace and joy that's the purpose of all of our tradition and of everything that we're trying to do. And it's equally in its own way. Once you in that place, and you can go out and do all the grand things that Parsha wants you to do, go to war, fight for justice, remove inequality. And this is part of what this whole month of Elul, before the holidays, is about. Elul is an anagram for Anila Dodi V'Dodi Li. I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. And it's a time, it is a verse we sing at weddings, because it's about love and about closeness with people that we love. So there's a month, but how do we seek out those moments of connection by asking forgiveness and repairing relationships with people with whom we've had rupture, and about trying to link ourselves, our hearts together, and open up to something greater. And so we blow the shofar every day to remind us, well, what is this life about? It's about having those moments of connection, of expansion of ourself. And we do that every day to remind us, don't forget. And that's also part of what God commands us, along with all the other things. So I want to end with a short memory of thought of this summer. So one of the things my children loved, over there they could tell you this, but every morning they would eat Weetabix as part of their cereal, and they loved Weetabix. It's a cereal. And they came to America, and they tried the American Weetabix, and the first thing they said was, blah, this is not as good as the European Weetabix. And so I thought, it's not so easy to recreate those moments. You can't just create them there's not like a magic formula. And for a while I was upset about losing the Weetabix moment there. It wasn't about the Weetabix, obviously. But in the end, it doesn't really matter, because those moments, whenever we get them, they can be fleeting, they can be there, they still get inside of one, and they still get inside of our relationships. And they still nurture us through those periods when we don't have them. And they continue to grow and bring meaning and purpose to our life. And that's the work of tshuva, that's the work of return that we do during that time. Returning to ourselves, returning to how we want to live our lives, and to the people that we love. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Let's turn to Aleinu, page 56.
Please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tei gdula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'kuyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu gehol amonam. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים Hu Eloheinu Ein Od, Ein Od, Ein Od, Ein Od, Ein Od, Zulato, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות לבבך, אדוני הוא אלוהים, שמיים ממעל ועלה מתחתינו. כתוב בתורתך, אדוני מלך לעולם ועד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד ושמו אחד ושמו
Please be seated. We turn to our Mourner's Kaddish. We're on page 58. This week we're observing the following yahrzeits: Morris Alpert, Eileen Bass, Betty Berger, Irving Berlin, Margaret Besser, Sadie Blumenthal, Irene Brodkin, Ida Chapman, Jacob Chomsky, Nassim Cicerel, Bernice Dale, Max Feitler, Florence A. Friedman, Fanny Glatter, Joseph Robert Gordon, Carl A. Gustafson, Samuel Quartzman, Sarah Harwitt, Mabel Horwich, Leah Kark, Margaret Krasnow, Minnie Mickey Lieb, Benjamin Miller, Dale Newman, Richard Patton, Ethel Feinplan, Abraham Rosen, Leo Roth, Aaron Schultz, Hyman Schwartzbach, Lena Siegel, Bessie Singer, Barney Sirota, Louis Spink, If you're observing a yard site or in mourning, please rise and join me in the words of the Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba
Amen.
ve'alma divra kirutei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayed hol Beit Yisrael b'gala v'zman kari v'imu amen.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabba v'vorach le'olam olamei maya yiparach v'yishtabah v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shmei de Kudusha, Brichu, Leila, Minko, Berchata, Vishirata, Dush Berchata, Vanechambata, Damiran, Be'alma, Ve'emu, Amen. Yehi Shlam Arab, Min Shemaya, Ve'chaim, Aleinu, Ve'ako, Yisrael, Mu, Amen. Ose Shalom, Bimomav, U, Yase Shalom, Aleinu, Yisrael, Ve'imiru, Amen.
Amen.
Yes? Announcements?
I don't have them.
Oh, okay, well, I don't have them either. We'll have to improvise. You got announcements for him?
How did this happen? This happens every week.
Let's see.
Here, we got some.
We
Here's
got
your script.
announcements.
Oh, yeah, you can do it, handheld.
Thank you.
You don't have to do all of them.
Okay.
And
Okay, here are the announcements for this Friday, September 13th, 2 days before my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Please help us make a minyan, especially on Sundays at 9:30, and deliver a mitzvah. If you haven't yet received your High Holy Day packet by post, please call the office. Expect a holiday email on Monday to see our links and options electronically. As always, go to the website for details and links for all scheduled programming. On Sunday, the minyan and rabbi's meditation session will be in person. Also this Sunday, we have plans to walk with the shofar beginning at 3 p.m. at Har Zion Solomon Terrace. We will sound the shofar, moving on to Austin Gardens at 3:50, and Scoville Park at 4:25. Ice cream will be served on Midway. Ice cream will be served
Midway.
Austin
Midway
Gardens.
on Austin Gardens.
Not the island.
Okay. You are welcome to join us for the full leisurely walk or at any of the stops along the way. This Wednesday at 7 p.m., Cantor Figa and his musical friends will perform Sing Me a Song in Yiddish.
Sing mir a Liedele.
Thank you. In addition to the Yiddishkeit songs, this live encore presentation of his Yivos Society concert will include recollections of the cantor's times with some of the greats of New York's Yiddish theater. You need not know Yiddish to enjoy this charming evening. I, for one, plan to be there. We are gearing up for Mr. G's concert on Sunday, October 20th. He's a Grammy Award-winning, bilingual Jewish artist, author, and educator, and activist who will be performing a young kids concert that we are proud to host here. Please look at your emails and go to our website for tickets and opportunities to sponsor this visit. Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.
Why isn't he called Mr. Gimmel instead of G? Well, I've got a
Sarah
closing
knows him, I
song.
think, don't you? Your
Page
parents.
211. 211, a nice, sweet, quiet melody. Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra להתנסה וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא ואחרי כגלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה והוא אחד ואין שני לעם שלו להגבירה בלי ראשית בלי תכלית ולא העוז וחי גואלי, וצור חבלי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא. בידו הפקיד רוחי, ואת אישם ויעירה, ועם רוחי גבייתי, אדוני לי ולא יירא.
Please rise for concluding bracha. Kadosh Baruch Hu, Holy One, blessed be He, through all the movements and busyness of all of our lives. Help us to find those moments of connection to self and to others, of expansion of self, and to return to who we are. And let us say, Amen.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
May Adonai bless and protect you.
יאיר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך.
May Adonai's countenance shine upon you. May Adonai bestow kindness upon you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום.
May Adonai's countenance be lifted towards you. May Adonai grant you peace. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shkoach. Everybody at home. Bye-bye.
Just for us. They have a kiddush.
Right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
It's only life whole week. It's okay.
That's fine. Looks good.
Well, thank you for joining us on our mishmash of service here.
Well, thanks for doing it. I want to know which of you is the rabbi and who's the cantor between you guys.
I just sing, and when the rabbi's not there, I do both parts.
Well, I mean, just with your mom. Is your mom the rabbi, or she's the cantor, or?
Are you the rabbi? I'm the cantor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
But
right,
I can't carry a tune anymore.
you did a good job, but thanks for doing it.
Glad to help, and I think I'll be leading next week. I'll be cantor, and the rabbi will be there.
Okay. Well, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Shalom. Thanks for joining us.
Take care.
Next week.